We want to introduce the article titled "The Application of Measurement Model and System of Intangible Variables in Business Environments," which appears in the Latina Journal of Social Communication number 72 and has been written by Dr. David Caldevilla Domínguez and Dr. José Rodríguez Terceño from Complutense University and me, Juan Enrique Gonzálvez from CEU San Pablo University. The business world increasingly focuses on certain concepts that seek to increase visibility through the management of emotions and tries to develop tools to measure intangible assets to reduce commercial risks as much as possible. Based on the different opinions of customers, the emotional impact can and should be qualified and quantified. The so-called digital sources have become the battlefield of measurement since they are the spaces where the different publics express their feelings, emotions, beliefs, trends, recommendations, and attitudes about the products or services that are offered. The objective of our study is to analyze the relationship between intangible factors of variables and the objectives and economic performance of companies, taking into account the share price as a tangible indicator of real value. The first step is to define the variable emotion, which is the unifying concept of the intangible factors within the business environment and is part of the present scenario. The measurement of analysis of this variable, understood as a prospective tool, will allow to forecast of possible future scenarios, which are favorable to our business interests and keep risk and uncertainty to a minimum. Our hypothesis is thus that the emotion and a company stock exchange rate are possibly correlated, i.e., if the emotion is positive, the economic result of the company is positive. If the emotion is negative, the company's stock exchange rate is affected negatively. To apply the relevant methods, the research groups Consilium of the Complutense University and ICAI of the University of Malaga have joined forces to implement a model to systematize the measurement of intangible assets. The method is based on a model and a system that measures emotional impact of intangible variables in 5 stages: management, experience, emotion, attitudes, and business. The model has been developed by the Chair in Metrics and Management of Intangible Variables, directed by Professor José Ignacio Peláez of the University of Malaga. Intangible variables are measured after taking the relevant phraseological units with a numeric scale that use the following ranges: very negative, hate, with a value less than or equal to 2, negative, reaction, greater than 2 and less than 4, neutral, indifference, equal to or greater than 4 and less than 6, and positive, acceptance, equal to or greater than 6 and less than 8, and very positive, admiration, equal to or greater than 8. Finally, after the emotion has been quantified and weighed, the last phase of methodological model involves determining the relationships, impact, and involvement existing between emotion and business, the result of the stock exchange rate. Data are collected during the first half of the year 2015, resulting in a total of 2,870 entries from various digital sources subjected to analysis and quantification of emotion. This analysis of this data has shown that the relationship between attitude and business or surprise, attitudes concerning financial influencers, distinguish investment recommendation, positive experience emotion, and negative recommendation, negative experience emotion, based on the data extracted from the first report of intangible assets in digital ecosystems developed by University of Malaga 2016 is a direct relationship because there are points in the temporal graph where attitude or recommendations is negative and the share price at the close of the market presents a negative decline. Conversely, we located points where attitude is positive and the exchange value is also positive, experiencing a growth understood only from the point of view of the involvement of intangible variables, which is in turn understood only from the involvement of the emotion variable. Therefore, without going into details, the analysis of the obtained data corroborated the direct relationship between emotion and the selected tangible real value, the share price. This, in turn, confirms the need for methodological models like the one used here to measure intangible variables and factors, given that the management of feelings, emotions, attitudes, beliefs, intentions, and opinions of a company's stakeholders is currently essential.